Good morning. You have reached the Applecrafts podcast, and I am your host, Alicia. And today is March 16th. It's a Saturday. It's the day before St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow. And it's, oh, I don't have the temperature up on the computer. It's getting warm. We hit 81 3 days ago. But the nights are in the 50s, so sort of summer, but not really. I tried blocking out some of the sun so it wasn't hitting my face and moved a little bit, but this is gonna be here. Okay, I have my coffee. I'm drinking coffee twice a week now. I've had to reduce it from 7 days a week to 2 days a week, and it's helping a lot. So today I have a copious amount of cinnamon and honey and a lot of soy milk. I have some finishes today. I have some crochet and a new project, so we'll talk about that. Actually, I have a couple new projects. So for finishes, I finished the Silly Love socks. So when I talked about doing these socks, I think it was the last not the last podcast, the one before that, I had 3 colors in mind. And then when I started knitting this up, I realized that one of the colors was going to be way too close. So I just took it out. And then I ended up making shorties because I ran out of this gray color. So there's some modification there. And then I also modified the hearts. So because this size heart here on the bottom is not in the pattern, but because I was making shorties, I didn't want to start with this size, which is actually the first row, if you're going toe up. And I think the socks are actually cuffed down. Yeah. So I reversed it, which you just flip the graph. So I modified the hearts and just did 2 colors. And they're done. This is, I think it's merino bamboo. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure. And the gray is charcoal, and this purple I think was lavender. I knit these on 2.75 millimeter US 2, and I believe it was 63 stitches. So for the foot, because I'm still trying to fiddle around that. Usually I do 60 stitches around the foot. And lately I've been switching it to 62. This one's 63. My latest sock that I'm working on, I have a project that I always have a sock project that I don't show on the podcast. It's always in my project bag, and it just goes with me wherever. Anyway, that one's 60 stitches. I think what I want to do is make tighter socks, so I may buy 2.5 or whatever is the next size down. But I'm a tight knitter, so I'm a little hesitant to do that. Because, I mean, this works. So I don't know. I still want to blow through socks after like wearing them for 2 years, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if having a tighter gauge will help with that. But anyway, so this pattern is the Silly Love socks. I should probably show you the heart sprite. By Sandrine Voss. And it is paid for pattern on Ravelry. I'm gonna put that away. I'll put this over here. Actually, let me put it over here, because I have a whip over there. I don't want to cover them up. Okay, another finish. Let me go to my project page. This is the Woodsman hat. And I did a small video of how I do the cabling for this hat 2 videos ago. Because it's a lot of swapping stitches, so I didn't want to use a cable needle. There's like 1 row in the repeat where I need a cable needle because you gotta like, it involves 3 stitches, and I'm not very good at doing it without a cable needle. I'm sure if I practiced I would, I could do it, but it's just easier to use a cable needle. So anyway, This yarn is Merino Donegal Tweed on a DK, and I dyed it in my Black Cat colorway. Yeah, so there you go. I wore it for my pictures, and that was it, because now, like I said, it's 80 degrees during the day and it's not happening. So I knit this on a US 4, and I knit the, I'm looking at my project page, I'm looking at the adult large, I knit the adult large. And it turns out pretty good. I mean, you know what, I don't care if my hair's messed up. You know how we do over here. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I made it slouchy. There's a beanie version and a slouchy version, and really all that is just doing another repeat. So I made it slouchy because I like slouchies. It covers my ears, which I like. So yeah. Anything else to say about that? Let me see if it's free. I don't remember. Yes, it's free. It's a free pattern, and this qualifies under the Choose Your Own Adventure Make Along, which is coming to a close in 2 weeks. But you still have time when you see this to do a quick project. So check that out. I will put links in the description box and hashtag over here so that you can see we have a small handful of people who have participated. So there you go. Love to see you there. I have a big finish. It took me 7 months. I finished my blanket. It is, I would call this lap size. So these are made with Karen cakes, and in the center are Premier cakes. And you can get, I'm trying to remember because it's been a long time since I bought that yarn. I don't even know if they still sell Premier anymore, but I think Premier is a Michaels brand. Michaels, if you're out of the country, is a big box store where you have all different types of crafts and stuff, and they have a yarn section. So the center is Premier yarns, and then everything else is Karen cake. And it's all garter stitch, and you just like knit a section, pick up stitches, and then knit 10 rows, and then flip the box, like do a 90-degree turn on the box, and then pick up stitches, and then just knit back and forth. So it's modular in that way. And actually I started this off as the Log Cabin Blanket by Staci Perry of Very Pink Knits, and then I just kind of went off and did my own thing. So this is done. It's very squishy. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. I have a stockpile of blankets that are in a wicker basket, which is now pretty much full. So I don't know if I'm going to get another wicker basket or if I'm going to put them in totes. I don't know. I need to figure this out because, like I said, I only knit for myself for the most part, and so like I don't really have places to put stuff. If I had people to give things away to that I knew would take care of them, trust me, I would absolutely do that. But that's not really part of my life. I don't know why. Maybe I'm stockpiling for, like, you know, when the crap hits the fan. That's a whole nother story that we're not going to get into here, though. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for finishes. I have crochet. So let me move this over. A couple videos ago, was talking about projects that were coming down the pike. So let me go back into my project page. I started the Hello Spring Ponchette. The original pattern is in fingering weight. It's supposed to use 1 skein. I'm doing this in, let's see, it's 50 grams for 120 yards, so that's 240, so this is DK. And this yarn is, it's cotton Measor. That's the label. And let me make sure I have enough slack here. Okay, so I'm doing it in black, and then I'm on my 3rd ball right now, so and it's a free pattern by Tracy Feldman. And so you just knit, I mean not knit, crochet, and then you just, I don't know which way I'm supposed to sew this together. I think it's this way. So you're just gonna keep going to the length that you want, and then, I've never made a poncho before, can you tell? And then you stitch this part together, and then this is the neck hole opening. So right now it's small because all I have is like 1.5 feet of crochet. It's a 2-row repeat. I am using a G hook, 4.25 millimeter. These are the kind that I like. And oh, let's see, where am I at? One row is, oh my goodness. Oh, that's why it looked weird, because I was looking at it on the wrong side. I literally had like 5 sips of coffee, so forgive me. Oh, the sun's hitting my face now. Okay, so yeah, where are we at? So you do one row where you're doing single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the double crochets down below, and then I think here, I don't know, I have to have the pattern up. So I was gonna crochet in here, but you know, I can do that while I'm talking. Okay, so yeah, there's one row where you're doing shell stitches and double crochet, and then the next row you're just doing chains, single crochet into the double crochets, and then chain 3, and that's it. So speaking of crochet, I'm noticing that I've known that there's 2 different ways to crochet, right, for a majority of people. And there's the pen method that I'm using here, and there is the knife method. And I think what's going on with a lot of people who are talking about pain while crocheting is that they're only using one method, which I'm going to assume from what I've seen in videos, they are using the knife method and not the pen method. So if you're having that issue, try doing it this way and see if that helps you. So I wanted to show myself using the pen method so that you can, if you see a video like that and it's different from what you're doing, try it out. Because I know I've tried doing the knife method just to see how it feels, and ooh, that was painful. I don't know how people do it. It hurt. So anyway, this is a free pattern, and yeah, like I said, it's from Tracy Feldman. So I'm gonna be on that for a while, but I crochet pretty quickly, so if I actually spend a good 3 or 4 days on this, it'll be done. Actually, it won't even take that long, maybe a good 2 days on it, and it'll be done. Another project that I was working on, that was on that list of things that I was getting ready to start, is the Nishibi by Carol Feller. That is a paid for pattern, and I knit it before in 2019, and it was a larger size, so I went 2 sizes down this time, and I dyed up the yarn. This is rum raisin, and it's a maroon, like a brownish maroon plum color. It's a lot of ribbing. I don't, in general, enjoy ribbing at all if it's a large amount. I'm willing to do it for this because there's some variance. So that's the wrong side. Well, no, it's not. It needs to be blocked out. But anyway, because there's some variance. So like you're doing SSKs and knit 2 togethers and a little bit of stockinette, and then, you know, going around and around. So there's a little bit of variance in the ribbing. So I'm hesitant to say it changes it up, but it kind of changes it up, you know what I mean? Like it's not just straight 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, you know what I mean? And it gives like this cool effect with at the neckline, where, you know, it's kind of sweetheart-ish neckline. So now I'm on the front. You start with the back and you do the front, and then I'm at the point where I'll be joining around. So I'm going to be going this way and then casting on the underarm stitches, which I have to do math for, just to make sure that I have enough room for my armhole, because like I say, I always have to modify the armhole, and then pick up all these stitches and then start knitting it around. Funnily enough, I forgot that I had comprehension issues with this pattern the first time I knit it, and go figure, the second time I knit it, it's in the same spot. So I think it's because it's an older pattern, so it's written in a slightly different way from how she writes her patterns now. Not that I knit a lot of Carol Feller, but I have knit, I know I knit something more recent than that, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But the writing style is just a little bit different. So I think that's what it is that I really have to sit and pay attention and understand what's going on to get to the next section. So this is the second time I started this project, because I started it once and I had to rip it out because I messed up, like I said, that same area, and then did it again. But now I have more knitting skills under my belt, so it's gonna go faster this time. And I did make a mistake on my first Nishibi back in 2019 on the arms. I just kind of kept it as a design feature, quote unquote. This time I will not be doing that. I'll actually be doing it the right way, because I'm a better knitter this time. So I am, let me go back to the project page. This is Paulwork DK, and like I said, the colorway is Rum Raisin, and I'm knitting this on a US 5. Her gauge is, I think, is 24 stitches for 4 inches. Mine's 25, so I just did the math, swatching and stuff, just to see what size to do, so I know I have it right, because the original pattern's in sport weight and this is DK. DK is bigger than sport weight, thicker than sport weight, so it's already going to be bigger. So I really had to make sure that I had the right size, because the first time I knitted up, I did take that into account, but it was still a little bit baggy. And I'll throw up some pictures so you can see where it was baggy. It was definitely baggy around here, and the neckline was like way down here. So I went 2 sizes down, so it's still, and the pattern is negative ease, so up to 1 inch, like 0 to 1 inch of ease. So I'm doing a 41.5 inch. So that should give me 1 to 2 inches of ease, maybe. I hope that's my goal. So I'm hoping I did this right, and it's not going to be too baggy, because I've lost 40 pounds since the last time I knit that one, and so trying to compensate for that and figure out what size to do is kind of weird. This pattern goes from 32.25 inches to 52.75 inches, 82 centimeters to 134 centimeters. The pattern came out in 2013. What else can I say about it? For my body type, I think it's a flattering pattern, because there's a lot of straight lines and stuff, so it's, if you're going for a slimming effect, this is a good pattern for that. I actually talk about this pattern on my playlist called Patterns Under 50 Projects, and it's in there. So if you want more information on that, and I'll do an iCard right there so you can look at it. I think that's it for this. And I started a new project just out of the blue, because I was like, okay, well, I'm done with this blanket and I still have all this worsted weight. And I did talk about the scrap worsted weight several videos ago, and it's just been sitting in a corner, so now I'm finally working on that. So I was looking around for patterns, and I came across this free pattern called Easy C2C Squares. So it's corner to corner, but it's a really cool design. Like, I'm actually going to stick to the pattern and not do my own thing because I really, really enjoy this design. So I'll put up a picture right here so you can see what the design looks like. And it's for any type of yarn weight, really. She is using a DK. She's got a crochet version in the pattern too. So, but from what I'm guessing, and I haven't done a whole lot of research, but from what I'm guessing, she's not really a designer. She was just playing around. So this is like not really it's very well thought out if it's a recipe. So but yeah, so I have 3 finished squares right now. I'm doing the middle part. So her pattern is based off of DK, so I'm doing worsted, and I added 10 stitches because I want them to be a little bit bigger, because it would have been like here, you know, I think the area size, it would have ended here, so I wanted to make it bigger per square. Once I get like maybe 10, I'll start laying it out and figuring out where I'm at. I did the math for it, so I need to do, I wrote that down, didn't I? No, she wrote it down. 32 squares of these done this way, and then the outside ones, all this here is one color, and then you can change the color up here, and I need 28 of those. So right now I'm definitely not bored doing this, so I'm just going to keep doing this style square until I get tired of it, and then I'll start doing the kind where all this section here is one color, and then you change it up here. So this is all Red Heart, Super Saver. I don't remember the colors. I think this is hot pink or neon pink or something like that. Petal pink, maybe. And this is the purple, and there's that pink again. And then there's the hot pink and black. And I'm at the start of another one here. This is a free pattern, like I said. So what you're doing is you start down here with 2 stitches, and then each row, that's the back, with each row you're increasing one side only, and then once you get to the stitch count, then you start decreasing to make your square. To change colors, once you get to 10 stitches below where the corner is, that's how you get this effect here. So you're knitting up to, like, because I added stitches, you're knitting up to 31 stitches here. That's my number. This is 41, and then you start decreasing back to 31, and that gives you this here, and then you change your color. So I'm having fun doing that. I don't have anything else on the horizon right now that I'm thinking about working on. I just don't have any desire to look at anything where I really like, okay, I gotta get that next, I gotta do this next. I'm happy where I'm at with the 3 projects that I'm doing. I'm sure in a couple weeks, as I finish something or get closer to something, I'll look around and see what I'm doing. I may end up doing a tank top, because I did pick up some yarn at Smart Supply. Actually, I'll show you that right now. I do know in the future that I want to knit another pair of gloves, and I think I'm going to use my yak yarn that I was talking about a few episodes ago to make a pair of gloves. And let's talk about the tank top. We'll start with that first. Tangent. Okay, so they had some Noro, and I've never knit with Noro, but they have 4 skeins of this, and this is cotton, viscose, silk, and polyamide. There's a label. That's the front of the label. and they were selling it for $11. I don't know what the original, I don't know how much it normally goes for, but they had it, and I'm looking for like to build a summer wardrobe, because I really only have 2 tank tops, yeah, that I can wear. And this is a lighter weight because those are wool, and this is not wool, right? Yeah. So I got 4 skeins of this, and what was it? It was 360 meters. So that's 386 yards, I think. So this should be more than enough with 4 skeins to do a tank top and then have some leftover. What I'll do with the leftovers, I don't know. But it feels really nice, probably because of the silk, but I'm sure there's some confusion as to why I'm buying silk, but I won't buy silk. I won't buy silk firsthand because I don't agree with the practices. I also don't buy leather firsthand because I don't support the practice. And that goes into a whole thing about lifestyle, this, that, and the other, which doesn't belong on the podcast. But I will buy something secondhand. So that's where that goes. And so that's his own thing. But yeah, so I got 4 skeins of this. And then I also saw this yarn, Art Yarns, Merino Cloud. It's merino cashmere, fingering weight. And they had this for $17, so I picked up 2 skeins of this. I think they only had 2 skeins of this. I'm gonna make gloves with this, which I don't think is gonna use a lot of yarn. From the first time the first pair of finger gloves that I did didn't use up a lot of yarn. So whatever's left of this, I am going to put in a colorwork pullover that I do want to make for the fall. So sometime in the summer, I'm gonna start this pullover. And I got to dye up yarn for that for the main part of the body. So, acquisitions. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of hype about that word. I mean, it's yarn that I bought. How about we just say that? So, I don't have a pattern for this yarn yet. I just know it's going to be a tank top, and it will be soon. So, but the next video, we're going to go over winners for the Choose Your Own Adventure Make-Along. Which, yeah. So, I don't think I'm going to talk about anything there. I should probably just be short and sweet, and then I'll do a podcast video after that. And at that point, I should have a list for you what I'm working on next. So that's it for that. Okay, if you made it this far, I have a giveaway winner. So my last episode, I was talking about my cardigan, and at the end, I was talking about doing a giveaway. And I had a reason for that. So the reason why I didn't talk about the giveaway as far as the title or the description or anything is purely algorithm issue. I think I took photos. I'll show you, because a lot of people, some people will talk about the algorithm on YouTube, but they don't really go in depth. So I'll show you some pictures. From my algorithm, 90% of people who watch only watch like 30 seconds, and I don't know how true that is, but that's what it's showing me. But it's weird because I'm clearly picking up more subscribers. So I was just like, okay, so let me test this out and figure out what's going on. So that's why I was like, I waited till the end. So I'm not trying to be shady or shisty. I'm just testing out the algorithm and seeing who's actually watching the whole thing. And if you watch the whole thing, well, kudos for you. You won some yarn. So we have a winner. So to the one person that I know for a fact watched the video all the way to the end, KCL3268, you won. So, oh, I gotta get those yarns so you can tell me which ones you want. I'll be right back. I couldn't find my yarn. It's like, I know I have it somewhere. I have two giveaway packages to choose from. So one was full of untreated DK, and the other one, crinkle, crinkle. Was this one? The Superwash Fingering. So just let me know which one you would like, and then we'll go from there. So message me here. This is my email, applecrafts@gmail.com. Just put podcast winner or giveaway winner or whatever, and with your YouTube handle, and we'll talk. And thank you for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you. The question was, where did you find me? Basically, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how accurate is the algorithm, and where y'all are coming from. So thank you so much. I think that's all I have for today. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, get my chores done, and then I'm gonna head out and enjoy my second day off before I go back to work, because I got a long week ahead of me. Woo. Yeah, it's a long week. Longer. I don't want to jinx myself. It's a longer week. I can do it. Because I said yes to it, so I can do it. It's just gonna be fun. That money's gonna come in, it's gonna be nice. Alright, so I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I think I'll do a video April 2nd or 3rd. I'll put it up. It'll be a quickie with the make-along winner. So we'll go from there. All right. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.